We finna go on up in here, man, and we'll go talk with Sherez, man, and let her know what Hope Ministries and G Staff is about to do. You know, we're gonna do this memorial video and this song for her and her family, man, and for all of the little kids that lost their life in Minneapolis, man, through gun violence and gang violence. So we about to gonna pull in this cemetery right now and go to her grave and just let her know what we about to do and tell her to, you know, send her blessings down from heaven. You know what I mean? So we're on our way to see you, Sherez, right now. Up in here.
Everybody, lift up your candles and also your hearts to those who lost their lives due to gun violence. We gon' wish you. This is dedicated to you. We gon' miss you. This is dedicated to you. We gon' miss you. This is dedicated to you. We gon' miss you. This is dedicated to you. We gon' miss you. This is dedicated.
Hey, little sister, how you doing? We're doing this memorial tribute to you and all of the other kids in Minneapolis that lost their life. And so, as always, I just wanted to come here and just spend a little time with you and just ask you to, together with God by your side, to send your blessing down on G Staff and Hope Ministries and Sherez Jones Foundation, Reaching Out Inc., and to just bless us that, you know, God allows us to change some lives and save some lives, man, in your name, in your honor, and for God's glory. And so on this day, this is my prayer that I send up to you and that I'm asking you to do for us. We love you, little sister, and you are forever in our hearts. We will not stop this mission. They took your body, but your spirit shall live on in us forever and ever. Rest in peace, my sister.
Y'all, this is really serious. We need to hear the people that are in their houses right now that's afraid to come out. They need to hear. They need to hear us down the street, around the corner, at the end of the block. They need to hear what's going on, man, right now. You know, when I walked up and I saw the people out here, I said, oh, that's nice. But let me tell you something, man. We got to really understand that this was a 3-year-old little baby who was killed in the house. You understand me? Listen to me. If this would have been a rapper standing over here, there would be kids and people in the trees, people on the roofs, this whole neighborhood. You wouldn't have been able to get through here. Something is wrong. Something is wrong with us as a people. If this right here don't wake you up and do something to you mentally and spiritually and change the condition of your heart, nothing will. Nothing will. We got kids with guns out here who don't have kids, so they can care less about the loss of shooting a kid. Today you should be out here right now trying to be heard.
Every day I sit and ask myself, how did love slip away? Something whispers in my ear and says that you are not alone. You're not alone. I am here with you. I'm missing you. Though you're far away.
Curtina Renee Wilson. She is the vice president of Hope Ministries. In 1991, I started a street ministry in Chicago called Hope Ministries. And when my daughter was born, it was crazy because I had all my boys, but none of my boys didn't, you know, try to come and be down with what I was doing when God turned my life around. But my daughter chose to do the same thing. And so she's kind of been following my footsteps and following me all over the city, doing some things, man. She wants to do the right thing, wants to be a peace activist and a gospel singer. So that's all right by me. That's all right by me. So she's gonna say her poem. Poem is called Following in her Father's Footsteps.
I crawl behind my father's as I learn how to walk. I study his speaking so I can one day talk. I dream of being him one day, but looking just like me. The mirror shows me his image, but I know it's my Father and God I see. A peace activist for the community is who I was born to be. I've been following my father's footsteps since I was only 3. I came here today because of my little brother Terrell, with hope and prayers that his killer is found one day and serves his time in jail. I'm only 11 years old, but I'm carrying my father's rod. Not to mention, my father already blessed me with God. To the family of Terrell, I'm sending this poem of love from me, my father, and from God above, in my father's footsteps.
18-year-old South Minneapolis boy charged with murder. Prosecutors want to charge him as an adult. He's accused of killing his same age, a boy his same age after school on Friday in the Phillips neighborhood of South Minneapolis near 29th and Bloomington Avenue. Fox 9's Leah Bino has more now on what happened in his first day of court and, of course, a vigil for the victim. Leah.
Yes, and when we say this suspected killer is 16 years old, he's barely 16. His birthday was just 3 weeks ago. For the victim, today would have been the last day of his sophomore year of high school. His days playing football and basketball and dreams of becoming a chef, all gone in a flash.
Nobody's summer vacation should start like this.
For family and friends of Traquan Sykes, this vigil isn't about finding answers. It's about getting the retaliation to stop.
I miss you, man.
Sykes' 17-year-old brother told investigators last month he got into a fight with the accused killer, 16-year-old Malcolm Jackson, who goes by the name Bishop.
He was looking for my older brother.
Friday afternoon, Sykes and his younger brother and sister were in the alley behind their home when they say Jackson and some friends showed up looking for paybacks.
He just held his chest like this and looked back at my little brother and smiled and then looked at me and smiled and said, "I'll be okay, just go in the house." And I was like, "I can't leave you, Trey. I ain't gonna leave you." And then he was like, "Just go in the house," and that's when they shot him again.
According to the criminal complaint, Jackson admitted to police he's been carrying the gun for 2 years, so since he was 14 years old. The day of the shooting, he says he brought it here to South High School, hid it nearby, and picked it back up after the bell rang.
And our kids have got to learn there's got to be a better way than using guns and violence to take away our lives of our young people.
Grieving for their son, Perry Singleton and his wife went to court Tuesday for the accused killer's first appearance.
The only one that was showing some signs of emotion was his mom. She attempted to apologize to my wife, but my wife, she said she couldn't take it right now, so.
The anger is still too fresh.
He took a common fight, and turned it into a murder.
Investigators say the teen facing murder charges is someone they've dealt with in the past.
Minneapolis Councilmember Gary Schiff takes one look at this scene and gets very angry.
It's too easy for a kid to get a gun on the streets of Minneapolis right now. There's no reason why a teenager should have access to a gun, and that's the big problem.
According to police, there was an argument in the alley behind Traquan's home that led to the shooting. Police say Traquan collapsed just inside his apartment building. He was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. Schiff says police are looking for another teen who did the shooting.
It's senseless. Kids using guns to address conflict, it's just incomprehensible how easy it is for a kid to get a hand on a gun in this city. And if kids didn't have guns, then this might have been a fist fight.
Traquan, according to his family, was a superb athlete at Roosevelt High School, especially in football. Schiff says it's the first murder in his ward in about a year. But unfortunately, he fears it's not the end of the violence.
The police are cracking down and picking up more and more guns off the streets all the time, but the guns keep flowing.
So with Councilmember Schiff saying guns are too easy to get, what's the answer? Schiff says gun laws start at the federal level. Again, the suspect is still on the loose tonight. Guys, back to you.